Shalom Yisrael. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Recha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to those Akim that preach the word in all truth and sincerity. Alone to Israelite foreigner brothers that are like the heathens, but the line of outside goes back to the nation of Israel, which nation of Israel are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the prophecies and curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter and throughout the Bible. So this is your brother Yakar of Mount the Lesson, and today's lesson will be entitled, He Came Unto His Own, and His Own Received Him Not. I'm just going to go on some precepts, and Lord willing, you brothers and you sisters out there be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shimon Shai. And I'm going to start off with the book of St. John, chapter 1, and verse 11, and this applies to our Lord Yahweh Shai. It says, He came into His own, which His own was His own fellow Israelites that He grew up with, because our Lord Yahweh Shai, He grew up in Nazareth of Galilee, which is in the northern region of Israel, so He came unto His own Israelites, His fellow Israelites, fellow brethren. It says, and His own received Him not, right? So His own people didn't receive Him, because it's a saying that Apostle Ball always say, familiarity breeds contempt, and when you look it up, it says it means extensive knowledge of or close association with someone or something leads to a loss of respect for them or it, right? Because, the common folks at that time knew our Lord Yahweh Shai from his youth up, so when He came and, when He said that, I'm the Son of God, I'm the Son of Yahweh, I'm the Messiah, people was, they didn't accept it because they knew our Lord Yahweh Shai from a youth up. And it's actually an account of that, but before I go into that account, I'm going to read verse 12. It says, but as many as received Him, which were the elect, starting on with the disciples and the others that believed on the name of our Lord Yahweh Shai that He healed and the miracles that He did, it says to them He power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on His name, man, right? So with balance, it was Israelites that did believe on our Lord Yahweh Shai name, but also, you had many others that rejected our Lord Yahweh Shai, man, and we're gonna segue into that account, when you go to the book of Mark, chapter 6 and verse 1. It says, and He went out from thence and came into His own country, and His disciples followed Him. And when the Sabbath day was come, He began to teach in the synagogue, and many hearing Him were astonished, saying, from whence hath this man these things? And what wisdom is this which is given unto Him, that even such mighty works are wrought by His hands? Man, so our Lord Yahweh Shai, when He went into His own country, which is Nazareth, he was going in, man. He was teaching the word, doing miracles. It says, and they were like, what wisdom is this given unto Him? Because remember, like I said earlier, they knew our Lord Yahweh Shai from a youth up, man. Talking about the common folks of Israel that grew up with Him in His town and stuff, man. Similar to us now, how, humbly speaking, starting with our apostle of the Great Millstone, we call ourselves the true prophets. And when we once was telling our people that they're Israelites, that, we're the prophets of the Lord, they don't believe us because they knew our family members and our friends knew us from a youth up, man. And they know our flaws and stuff, So by them knowing our flaws, by default, it's gonna have them show this. It's gonna have them in the spirit of disbelief when we do bring out the word, man. You know, it says, verse 3 says, is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary, the brother of James and Joses, and of Judah and Simon? and are not his sisters here with us? And they were offended at him, right? So Yahweh he had a family. He had brothers and sisters. He had two brothers, as Apostle Paul always mentioned from time to time. Yahweh had two brothers in the faith and two brothers in the world. You know, James and Judah, then were Yahweh's biological brothers that were in the faith. James and James and Judah. But Simon and Josie, they were Yahweh's biological brothers as well, but they were in the world. They didn't receive our Lord Yahweh. They didn't believe in him. You know, it says, verse 4 says, but Yahweh said to them, a prophet is not without honor, but in his own country, and among his own kin, and in his own house. That's right, man. So you're not going to be honored amongst your own people that you grew up with, man, because they're going to know the flaws, and the funny moments they to remember you as when you were as a kid, man. That's little Jojo, man. I know his father, man. He ain't no prophet. You know, they not gonna take you serious, man. So the same thing happened to our Lord Yahweh Shai. Because the Lord said that the servant is not greater than his Lord, man. Let's continue reading on. It says, verse 5 says, and he could there do no mighty work, save, which means except, that he laid his hands upon a few sick folk and healed them. You know, so he couldn't do a lot of works there because of their unbelief. I was gonna say, slack, I jumped the gun. Verse 6, and he marveled because of their unbelief, and he went round about the villages teaching, man. So he was like surprised, like, because marvel means to be surprised. Like, wow, like my own family and friends, they don't believe me. I'm doing miracles, but they couldn't believe it because they knew Yahweh Shai, when he was coming up, man. They knew his family, his flaws, and you already know Jake was saying that he ain't the son of the Most High, man. That's that's Mary's son. That's Joseph's son. You know. So same thing. And Yahweh Shai even said himself that he's gonna be rejected. You know. When we go to Luke 9:22, and it reads, it says, saying, the Son of Man, which is Yahweh Shai, must suffer many things, and be rejected of the elders and chief priests and scribes, and be slain, and be raised the third day. So even Yahweh Shai himself said he was going to be rejected, man. Because he was offending them scribes and Pharisees, man. Because he was telling the truth. And now let's go. St. John 7:7. And if Yahweh Shai was to come back in these times and teach the word like he did in the Roman Empire, if he was to do the same thing in America, it'll be the same results. 2/3 of our people, they will hate the Lord, man. This is John 7:7. It says, the world cannot hate you, but me hate it because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil. Yeah, because Yahweh Shai, he was speaking against the Romans, some Edomites, man. He was speaking against the wickedness of 2/3 of our people during that time, joining hand in hand with the wicked, which were the scribes and the wicked. When I say that, the wicked scribes and Pharisees, because there were a little balance. There was some righteous scribes and Pharisees and chief priests. But for the most part, the ones that our Lord Yahweh Shai was battling against, they were the wicked ones that didn't believe in him. So he was calling out the world's wickedness, man. And that's why he was hated. But that's why the Lord said that, we was gonna be hated as well, man. It's John 15 and verse 18. It says, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. Right. So the world, the world of Israel is gonna hate us, man. When you walk throughout your daily life, people just being to you for no reason, which those are really them demons acknowledging you that they don't want to have no dealings with you, man. Which that must be from the past life, man. Because we don't do nothing to these people for them to hate us. They just hate us naturally. You know, just for the energy that we come in. We not of this world, man. So people they hate us for that. They hate us for us not celebrating these our birthdays no more and eating shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster, celebrating all these pagan holidays. You know, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving. You know, Fourth of July. You know, not smoking weed. Not they hate us for not being a nigga no more. You know, in fact, 2/3 of Israel they look at us as an abomination. 2/3 look at us as an abomination, as opposed to us look at them to abomination. And it's actually a precept that says that. It's real quick. I believe it's in Proverbs 27. Let's see. I mentioned that precept in a while. Let's see. Basically, the righteous is an abomination to the wicked, and the wicked is an abomination to the righteous. Something along those lines. Yeah, here we go. This is Proverbs 29:27. It says, an unjust man, which is a wicked man, is an abomination to the just, which is a righteous. Right, and that's true. Lord willing, we are those just and righteous men in the sight of Yahweh Shimon Shai. A wicked nigga of the world is an abomination to us, man, a filthy, disgusting thing. It says, and he that's upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. Right. So, when they see that 2/3 of Israel, when they see that we not like them, we don't smoke weed, we don't commit adultery, we don't eat all these unclean foods like they eat, we don't celebrate our birthdays, these pagan holidays, we're not talking about, money, these albums these celebrities make. When they see that we not like that, we're like an abomination to the 2/3, man. You know? But same thing with us. They're abominations to us, man, because they're doing they're of the world, man. You know? They're just a product of their environment that Esau engineered, you know, to by default to be rebellious against Yahweh by Shema Shah by way of the deeds, man. So it's all right, man. What was I reading earlier? John 15. I didn't finish that. That's John 15 and 18 says, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world will love his own. Right, so if he was of the world, then the world will love us as their own. Because it's a saying that like attracts like, So if we were like-minded, towards these people of the world, then they will love us as their own. But since we're not like that, then they hate us. It says, but because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Right, so it's the Lord that chose out the world, man. And for that, the world hates us. It says, verse 20, remember the word that I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also, right? So, we're not greater than our Lord Yahweh Shai, So we're going to go through the same things Yahweh Shai went through. Of course, not to the same extent, but just to, similar things, just to know that, we are his servants, his servants, So that's enough for one last precept, marvel not, and First John 3 and 13, it says, "Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hates you." So that's right, man. So marvel means don't be surprised. So don't be surprised, Akim, if for you newly coming in Akim, which Akim have been in the faith for some time, they know already. But for the newly coming in Akim, don't be surprised if the world hates you for no reason, man. You just you, you're opposite to you're not of this world. So by default, people are gonna hate you. But really, it's supposed to be like that, man. That's a blessing, you know. So, Lord, when I is edified, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom.